convention here was another first for Republicans. Judith Ellen Foster, the first president of the National Women's Republican Association and a leader in the women's suffrage movement, became the first woman to speak at a Republican convention with these words: "We are here to help you, and we are here to stay."
The fact that this convention is being held in a place where neighbors help neighbors, and a place that leads the nation in volunteerism and charitable giving is significant. I believe the Minnesota spirit of generosity will push us along as we expand the scope of this convention from politics to a gathering of folks who want to help our neighbors on the other side of the Mississippi. From all of us here, gathered here, to our friends and neighbors on the Gulf Coast, our thoughts and prayers are with you.
They would have you believe that this election is about change versus more of the same. But that's really a false choice, because there's good change and bad change. Change is not a destination, just as hope is not a strategy. John McCain will lower taxes so our economy can grow. He'll reduce government.
Last week, the Democratic Convention talked about change. We need change, all right. Change from a liberal Washington to a conservative Washington.
Chairman, delegates, and fellow citizens, I will be honored to accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States. This is America, and every woman can walk through every door of opportunity. I had the privilege of living most of my life in a small town. I was just your average hockey mom and signed up for the PTA. I love those hockey moms. You know, they say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick. Before I became governor of the great state of Alaska, I was mayor of my hometown. And since our opponents in this presidential election seem to look down on that experience, let me explain to them what the job involves. I guess a small town mayor is sort of like a community organizer, except that you have actual responsibilities. I might add that in small towns, we don't quite know what to make of a candidate who lavishes praise on working people when they're listening, and then talks about how bitterly they cling to their religion and guns when those people aren't listening.
Cindy has seen and smelled the death of genocide, helped treat wounds resulting from landmines and war. She wrapped her helpless arms around children dying from malnutrition. and has been humbled watching the strength of others in their quest for freedom. She watched with fear, pride, honor, and tears while her son Jimmy left for combat. She's been around the world just trying to do her best. John McCain encouraged her to go far beyond what she thought she could do. Helped her find her path to serving a cause greater than herself. But it is Cindy McCain who gets in, rolls her sleeves up, and accomplishes miraculous, life-changing things for others in places around the world few would dare to go.
Families who had to leave their homes once again due to devastating weather. It's not in our natural instinct to rally them, to lift them up with our prayers, to come to their aid. It's also our duty as a country. That duty is what brings me before you tonight, and it's a much larger, more important than John or me or any of us. It's the work of this great country calling us together, and there's no greater duty than that, no more essential task for our generation.
Washington, and we let Washington change us. We lost the trust of the American people, and some Republicans gave in to the temptations of corruption. We lost their trust. Rather than reform government, both parties made it bigger. We lost their trust. Instead of freeing ourselves from a dangerous dependence on foreign oil, both parties, Senator Obama passed another corporate welfare bill for oil companies. We lost their trust, and we valued our power over our principles. We're going to change that.